Hey guys, welcome back to episode 10 of the Shove It podcast. I'm here joined with the gang. Introduce yourselves, please.
I'm Juan.
I'm Emily.
And Sadi.
I'm Jose.
Javi.
So, let's start this episode off.
Who's paying on the first date?
I need a girl opinion first on this, because I am usually the one that pays. So
Personally, I'm paying on the first date too.
Yep.
Is it because you've always heard that and that's like the nice thing to
it's
say, or
very
okay.
Yes, but it's very stereotypical where guys pays on the first date.
Yeah.
So if a guy were to be like, let's go half and half, check, you take your check, I get my check, would you be like feel, off about it, where like you feel him a bit unattractive from what he did?
I wouldn't think that it's unattractive. I would I don't know. It's kind of like
So you would prefer a guy
I
pay?
honestly both ways. I don't really care because that doesn't it's the first date. You barely know them. Like, why would you assume something off of something so small?
All right, what are the guys like? Are you gonna pay?
Yeah. What
Am
would
I
you
gonna
do?
pay?
Yeah.
What if he says that to you?
What if he
I
be
got
like,
the money. I don't know. I don't really. I genuinely I
Okay,
don't really care.
let's
we
say-
always switch off. I don't. Care.
Okay, but this is first date. So let's say Mark asked you out to a date, right? He's like, "Hey, let me take you out to Olive Garden." Let me take you out to Olive Garden.
Okay.
Red flag already, but let me take you out to Olive Garden. You guys have a dinner, whatever. You guys eat, and then at the end, he's like, they bring you the check. Mark looks at the check and he slides it over to you.
Oh, okay. You know what? I got it. Okay, so here's the thing. It's not the fact that he wants me to pay. It's the fact that he's doing it the way that he does. Because if I'm just assuming I'm gonna pay, then that's fine.
Bro, also...
But if it's like, hey, do you think you can help me out with the check or something like that? I'd be like, hell yeah. You're asking me in a nice way. That's cool.
I think it's wrong if you invite someone out, if you personally invite someone out, on a first date, and you're like, all right, can you help me pay?
that is true.
I'm like,
That
if
is
you're
true.
saying hey, I don't know, I feel like you should just be straight up, you're trying to go do this, just so you know,
But that's not how.
I know, but I feel like if you're gonna ask a girl out and you like her, I feel like you should at least, even if you don't have the money, all the time, if you really like this girl, you're gonna work to get the money.
That's kind of similar to asking your friend hey, do you want to hang out? And then you're like, also you're driving. Isn't that kind of like
Yeah, that's
But
true.
It's
in
not-
some
it's not
situations, it's
you're hating on them, but
mutual.
It's just kind of
Yeah, but
Y'all
you,
both want to see
but-
each other and stuff.
But I feel like you have to make that clear with whoever you're with, because if you in your mind think, oh, it's mutual, they're cool with it, they never could say anything.
No, I'm saying like to hang out. You know how sometimes you're talking to a girl and she's like, oh my god, I hella want to see you, and they're like, why won't we just hang out? Yeah, I hella want to hang out with you. It's different sometimes.
Yeah.
But sometimes it is how you say. A guy's yeah, we should the one that's always on that shit. Yeah, we should hang out soon. Blah, blah. It's different.
I feel like if it's the guy that's because that one is kind of mutual.
Regardless, I'm gonna pay, but I'm
right,
saying
but the one that the example that you used, it's it's more mutual. She wants to see you, you want to see her, so it doesn't matter. But it's if a guy is trying to get at a girl and she's maybe she likes you, but she's not oh, I hella want to see you. This is you guys are talking stage, right? Talking stage already, but a date, first date, let me take you out, get to know you a little bit.
then if the guy doesn't pay, then kind of
Hey, what if you pay and then she's like, all right, bye, and that's it?
It.
Doesn't even say thank you.
Oh, that's different, dude.
How would you feel?
Imagine after a date, you drop off a girl
Yeah.
in front of her house, and she be like, okay, bye. That's
Does-
it. No, thank you. No, nothing.
Where's my fucking sloppy girl?
If
Is
I'm
it-
gonna go on a date with someone, then I'm already knowing how it is. If she already has that energy in the beginning, then I won't go on a date with them.
What if she throws you that curveball? If she seems like that, she's all hella flirty with you, and then you guys go on a date, and she's hella different.
I mean, I feel like you can tell because I've never been on a date like that. Have you been on a date like that?
But I'm saying
But it's very
hypothetically.
difficult to tell though. It is your first date. Like you don't know.
I think it's
What if
kinda-
okay, for example, if you were to come up to a girl, for example, a girl were to be over there, you'd be like, oh hey, it's like she's hella cute. You go and be like, hey, let me take you on a date.
Oh, yeah. I feel like that's different. But nowadays, people don't go on dates until like
Oh yeah,
a week, 2 weeks of talking.
Until they talk on the phone. There's a talking
And they're
stage.
like, hey, you trying to fuck or what? And they're like, yeah. And then after, like, let's go eat. Let's go eat something.
It's different though. Like you guys met your girls in school and shit. You guys already knew each other. Like it's different when you don't know someone like that. Like I won't go out with someone I don't know like in 2 weeks. Like it'll probably be like a month and like a couple weeks. Because after that, I actually get to know the person first. Make sure like that we connect and stuff like that. That's what I'm saying. I'm already knowing how it's gonna be. Like if I go on a date with a girl, then it's gonna be like serious, you know.
Valid point.
So you're like hanging out with them like physically like in person, but in terms of like calling it a date, then that's not till later.
Nah, that's a date.
So
Like if I'm hanging out with them and like doing stuff with them, then that's a date.
okay.
But that's what I'm saying. I won't go on a date until like a month and like a couple weeks in, when I know it's like we both have stuff in common and like we both actually like if I think at least that a girl actually likes me and I like her, then yeah, then I'll pay. But you know, I be there is some girls like that, but miss me with that. Hey, but saying that, I'm gonna pay on the first couple of days, but she's gonna pay like on the 15 after.
That first pay goes a long way.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Gas or ass. That's the first thing I
That's a
ask.
deposit.
15 dates later, hey, I had you last time, so had you the first date, so.
When you guys said,
Gas
when you
her
said,
ass.
when you said, like you want to take her on a date, and you said like Olive Garden, you said that's a red flag automatically. Something hella funny popped in
What?
my head that I just want to share with you guys.
All right.
I was thinking like, what if like Emily, think about it like this. What if Mark tells you like, I want to take you somewhere hella good and all that, right? But he's not trying to tell
girl,
you.
you never been here before.
Motherfucker takes you to Arby's.
He's like, hey, you want the meats or what, bitch?
Arby's.
Arby's. We got the turkey.
I'll pay for whatever you want, girl. Take all the meat you want.
Hey, put in a picture of the roast beef. All right.
I don't know. I was just thinking of that in my head.
Okay.
I think I would like die.
Damn.
I mean, because like
Too much
obviously
meat
I
on your
know
throat.
him, so that would be hella fun.
I'm like, girl, you can get anything you want.
Subway. Let's go. You.
Anything, baby.
Hey.
Any
I want to
meat
take
you
you.
want.
I
Hey,
want.
he said anything
I want to
between
take you to
guys.
places where they make food right in front of
Uh-huh.
you.
Takes her to
At
Subway.
Chipotle.
So,
All right. What's something interesting you've learned about girls, being around girls more? Sadi.
don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm gonna start off this topic with saying that so my significant other and I she typically sleeps over on the weekends, right? Yeah, I know.
Careful, bro.
She sleeps over the weekends and she's fucking messy as fuck. She makes such a like I like having my room clean because I like feeling like all cool and clean, but like she just throws shit over
She
here
wakes-
and over
she wakes
there.
up
It's because she doesn't like stay there the whole time,
The
you know.
blankets in the fucking.
But like she
toilet.
has her own she got her own drawer and like I'm like why don't you just put it in there? But like over here and there and I'm just like bro.
It's more efficient.
Huh?
It's more efficient.
I guess and I just noticed that girls are a lot
Sometimes
messier
I do
than
that.
I thought they were. At least my significant other is.
Bruh.
Hey, what did you learn?
Shit, what haven't I learned?
Where is the clitoris at?
Isn't that a
Are
state?
you sure you learned?
Isn't that a state?
Are you
Yeah,
sure?
where
Are
is
you
the
sure?
state? What part
I
of
don't,
the?
I don't know. I never
Bro, I
found
thought that shit was a country.
Isn't that a country, bro? Isn't that
Yeah.
a county or some shit?
I think it's like somewhere down in Asia.
Yeah, I heard of that. I never found it, but it's somewhere down there.
It's pretty-
It's in the south.
It's pretty like
It's in the
tucked
southern region.
because the
The
government
southern
don't
region.
really talk about it. So
It's tucked away. Does it
yeah,
get
that shit's
expanded
very
sometimes?
tucked.
Maybe swole. Wait.
No one exposed that shit.
Battle of the Virgins.
Saudi has Javi has no clue what the fucking clitoris is. I've never seen that shit.
All right, Mark, answer the question. What's
What
something
have
that
I
you've learned?
I have learned that I don't
Control in
know.
her hand. I don't know what it's
I
for.
really don't know.
Mark still has a butt plug in.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to think.
This fool can fall asleep in 2 seconds.
Damn. You're gonna just let
Dude.
her say that about
I'm like a military.
No, like I'll be talking to him, and then I could.
She put him
I
to
could
sleep.
hear the change in like his.
My toes.
But you know what
Continue.
I learned is that, or just like I've heard this in relationships in general, but like you are able to fall asleep quicker with like someone that like you're in a relationship with.
That is true. I
Like,
believe
don't
so
know.
too. I
Like,
believe
just
so.
the comfort or some shit.
Hey,
But I
actually,
feel like
Supposedly,
you just always fall asleep.
it said that you found your peace.
Yeah. Some shit
And
like that.
sometimes, okay, not to add any girls or anyone, girls be like, "Oh my God, well you always like sleep and do nothing around me." It's not like we didn't want to do anything. We just we just chilled. That's our peace. For guys, yeah, we're just comfortable. When we're comfortable, we tend to rest. So that's
hey,
you know, it's not like we don't want to do anything. We're just like very like calm and comfortable with the person that we love.
And another thing is that I have never met a guy that is so clean. And I feel like that's why like we're cool. Cause this fool's clean as shit. Like,
He's had
we're, like-
OCD since he was like 12.
We're like on the same level.
bro, do you not know who his mom is?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I never met a guy who was clean like
Hold
that.
up, I got a question for you, Emily. What's a guy stereotype that you've found that is true based on like living with Mark?
That's a good question.
No, I'm genuinely trying to think. Well, obviously.
Shits are 1 hour minimum.
He said, I'm gonna go shit, and then I'm like, all right, see you in like an hour. I don't get it. Like, I want to shit and leave.
Bro, if I have to go to work, I and get the fuck out. Bro.
No way. You just like go by.
Bro.
You run by the toilet. You're like.
Like yesterday, I woke up at I gotta go to work at 9, and I woke up at like 8:15, and it's a half-hour drive to work. Woke up, went to the bathroom, brushed my teeth, wiped.
Hey, wait, hey.
Very
Wait.
detailed.
Hey, bro said, hold on. He said I had to go to work. He's like, I fucking took a shit. I brushed my teeth. I ate breakfast. Then I got out of bed. And then it's like, wait.
My boy, that shit was not scripted, bro.
Well, he has to say time because he was late. He does it at the same time.
No, and he was in the bed still.
One on TikTok.
Hey,
One on TikTok.
you were like,
Damn, bro, you spit on my dog, bro.
my bad, bro. You were like, what the?
He's like, damn,
You were
bitch.
like, you were taking a shit in the Colgate. You were like,
The colgate? No, ma.
Why'd you say that?
He said, el colgate.
I don't know how to say it in English.
He said Colgate. Colgate.
I'm just Mexican.
This
like
was
that.
el gatorade.
Yeah, that should be tough, man. In the
Yeah.
morning, I always have to take a shit in the morning. I have to. And get out. Mhm.
I mean, shit. Something that I've learned from being with you, besides obviously that I'm just used to like taking my sweet ass time when I'm in the bathroom, is like, I swear to God, she's in there for like 30 seconds. Like she's like, I gotta go take a shit. I bet. I'm on my phone. I scroll through like 3 TikToks and she's back already. I'm like, what the fuck did you do?
You know damn well she didn't wipe.
Ah, hell.
Oh, damn.
Y'all tripped
She
it.
said, "Tweak,"
I'm
and go right back up.
I'm gonna do a sniff check next time. I'm like, hey, this don't smell right.
Just tasted it.
Taste test. Hey, be like, can I get a sample cup?
You don't like dingleberries?
This guy, he said you don't like sprinkles.
no.
Oh, you don't like sprinkles on your ice cream? Yeah, so that's something that I've learned.
I don't want it anymore. Like, why would I like want to like hang out and like have a good like get out? Like, you know what I mean?
Oh, when you're
I
at the
thought you were
bathroom.
talking about the cheese.
I don't want it.
Whoa.
It's like, please, I'm tired of the
Whoa.
cheese. It's the same fucking shit every time.
I need new flavor in that shit.
Saudi, what's something you've learned?
Me?
Okay.
I feel like different. I know is that you know how people usually like girl text long in the shower and stuff? Dude, I take hella long in the shower. I like get hella comfortable in the shower.
Oh, can I say
Get
something?
clean and everything.
Girls take really fucking hot showers.
Oh yeah, that's
like
a different type of-
exaggeratingly hot.
Like
there's-
your skin's peeling.
Yes.
Is that true?
You want to melt the dirt off.
She's like, we don't wipe for a reason, so we just melt it off.
So
and
so
we're
you
good."
guys so girls do take hot ass shower, do you think?
You never taken a shower with your girl?
I have, but I don't think she take that hot. No.
What about you, Josie? Did she take hot ass fucking showers? Like,
The thing is,
imagine
I
if-
take hot showers.
I know Jose's bricked up. He doesn't even pay attention to the water.
Nope.
No-
The
no-
hot water's burning my fucking cactus.
She's like, hey, where's the scrub at? Jose has it hanging off his schlong. He's like, it's right here.
Let me get your back.
You got both hands on her shoulders. She's like, hey, how you scrubbing my back? Don't worry about it.
So what's funny is that I always take a shit before I shower. Right away.
hey, y'all ever take a shit while you're in the Wait,
Oh.
pause. I mean, like, you have to, you're showering and you have to shit, so you hop out of the fucking shower and you're all slippery on the fucking.
One time I hate.
Wet ass toilet.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all,
You have
y'all
to,
a bunch
bruh.
of fucking liars if you say you've never done that.
I have.
Man, I
once.
had to take a shit. I'm not
I was
gonna
trying to
hold
wipe,
it.
it was all wet. The toilet paper was all
Dude,
wet. Cause
this was me, bro. That was me. I took a shit, and I went to the shower, and all of a sudden it comes back, so I gotta hop off, and then took a shit, and then hop back in the
It's
shower.
hella hard to wipe with a wet ass. Like, it's impossible.
But
It's like a fucking, and then you have all those little bits of toilet paper because it's all wet. And when you wipe that shit,
That's factual.
for sure. Just all right.
Saudi, you're in a long distance relationship. Like, how is it like communication wise and like keeping the spark alive? Is it harder because when you guys are in person, it's different?
I feel like it is obviously easier when she is in person, but I don't find any hardness of being far away either, because I do FaceTime her every day, so it makes me feel like she is close to me. Like literally every time I have like an open space when I'm at home, I will call her right away. Unless she's out somewhere, then yeah, I won't call. But like whenever we're both at home, then we call each other no matter what. So pretty much I am with her every day, but just not like face to face in person. I mean, it is kind of tough sometimes where like we can't really hang out much. Like, you know, usually when we do thing to hang out is that we always watch a movie or a show while we're eating together. So like sometimes we're like, okay, let's have a date where like I just order her some food through DoorDash.
Wait, I got a question for you about that. Do you ever order her food?
Yeah, all the time.
I remember
You
said
order
that
her
before.
food
Yeah, or just go on DoorDash and I'll just order.
to
I
have
just
it
use-
delivered to her house?
Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah, you could do that. If you don't know, you should try it.
So
But
if you want to send me something,
I don't
just
know.
deliver it to my house.
What do you want, baby?
Whoever's watching this,
What do you want?
Try
you should
it.
do it. You know, for your love,
You should just put a
for whoever
random
you
ass
like.
fucking address.
Tengo
Right.
chile
Oh, I
relleno.
keep getting fucking DoorDash every day.
For example, I would come home from work like already 7:30,
Bricked up.
and she lives on the East Coast, so like it's already like 10:30 over there. So by the time where like I actually get to do anything like shower, eat, finish, and everything, and actually get to hang out with her, is already hella late. The thing I gave like I'm appreciate the most from my girl is that she always stays up with me.
True.
Yeah, to the like 12, which is like 12 or 1, which is like the time where it's already like 3 or 4 over there.
Yeah.
And that's the time where we should go into sleep. And then sometimes I tell her to go to sleep early, but like at this, she's
she
like,
get
nah,
mad
I'll
when I
wait
see what
for
she's
you.
doing?
You know, sweet girl. Love her.
What's a pet peeve of yours?
I fucking hate when I'm driving, like going into a freeway or whatever, and motherfuckers not stepping on the car.
I was about to
Oh,
say some shit
bro,
about
it's
driving
true.
Like they're not going to the speed they should be when they're entering the freeway, or
Or like those motherfuckers who drive all the way in the left, but like fucking drive hella slow. Cause you know how in the left lane is usually either carpool or like the fastest lane. But these motherfuckers are on like 60.
You could
like,
just crash
come on.
into them. Just bump
Like,
into
come
them.
on, bro. You gotta push it. You don't want move to the
Tell me why I
right.
thought about it like, wait, you can't.
Can you?
But yeah, I found it very annoying too sometimes.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, it's interesting. I was literally gonna say my pet peeve was when people don't use their blinker. Like, I don't give a fuck if you want to go in front of me, but if you're just literally gonna like start merging in like slow as fuck, I'm like, bro, like,
Saca el culo aunque sea, huh?
yeah, like let me know. Like, I just want to know what you're doing. Cause sometimes motherfuckers would just be in the lane and they'll go, oh shit. And I'm like, I literally thought you were merging.
Okay. Okay.
Earlier, I wasn't using my blinker, but
My voice.
that's different though, cause I was going hella fast and like hella
Yeah,
in front
I
of
feel like
him.
if you're going fast and you're just
Yeah.
going through,
Yeah,
like you're
nah.
not,
That's
you're
not
not
what I
making me
mean.
have to think about what you're doing.
Exactly. I'm just driving normal. And if you're going fast, if I do something extra, I'm probably gonna fucking crash because you're the one that's like swerving. Just drive. I'm saying like when you're going fast, and then a motherfucker goes in front of you without a blinker, and you're like,
Yeah.
bro, like
And they go hella slow,
slow as shit, and there's
And-
like no cars in front of them.
and then you pass them, and then they fucking tailgate you, going
I've never
hella
had that.
fast.
I've never had that. I've had it
Some
to where
people have done that.
to where I
Bro,
pass
you're
it,
just
and
going slow. I'm trying
they're
to.
just like they don't even bother, and they know I'm looking at them.
The one sitting all the way up here.
Hey,
Nah.
y'all ever like get mad at someone for driving stupid and you pull up and it's like a senior ass citizen and you're like,
I was
I
like,
used-
oh my
I used
bad.
to do that
Nah, I
type
ain't even
of
mad at
game.
you.
I always do that
On a
shit.
far trip.
I'm like, fuck, my bad, sorry. Like, you're good.
He's laying down whenever he's driving.
Bro, if Javi was the driver that didn't put his blinker and I drove by him, but who the fuck is driving that shit?
Hey, bro, yeah, don't blame him. Motherfucker sleeping in his car when he's driving. Motherfucker's taking a
Not
nap.
even that bad.
Yeah.
You can still see my head though.
Whoever's sitting behind Javi, but you get no,
No
leg
one's sitting
room.
behind
bro.
me. No one's sitting behind me.
That's why I always sit behind you.
If
You laugh.
you pull up next to Javi's car, all you see is his forehead, bro. All you see is his knuckles, bro.
You guys always say that shit.
Toretto.
I think my pet peeve is like repetitive noises or like shit like that. Like either like even like chewing with your mouth open, I feel like that kind of like is the same thing. I think just like the constant like noise and like tapping your pen, like I can't like with that shit.
Pretty much like
So like an
yeah,
alarm.
like that.
Do that for Alex.
I can't.
Like an alarm.
Very talented with that.
You know how when you're driving in a lane on a freeway and you know there's a motorcycle pass by
Yeah.
in between your lane and you swerve to the left,
Mm-hmm.
and like sometimes do you expect those motherfuckers to be like
yeah.
the peace sign, bro?
When they don't
Sometimes if they don't do it, we're like, man, fuck you.
when they don't
What's your pet peeve?
But that is just one little funny one.
I said mine,
Oh,
When
yeah.
Teslas try to race me.
When what?
Teslas try to race
Hey,
me.
Teslas are the dumbest fucking drivers, bro. No cap.
I'm like, bro, you don't even have an engine, bruh. How am I supposed to beat you?
They're revving their fucking batteries,
Yeah,
bro.
like chill before I hack your shit, bro.
Chill before I throw water on your car, bro.
Chill
Hey,
before I tell
Tesla
you
car
EMP.
drive through water though, no cap. Drive Tesla car could drive through water.
They can.
What was your pet
Yeah,
peeve?
if like there's flood and shit, if like you use your regular car to push through, they can't push through. But I watch a lot of videos from it, so I was like, I found it hella crazy.
Old school.
Any other pet peeves?
Better.
I don't like when people get close to me and they have bad breath. I don't like bad breath. That's probably because in elementary, my school teacher would always talk to me with
every fucking elementary.
some
school
hot
teacher.
coffee breath
So-
right in my face.
So everything you don't like is a pet peeve?
I mean,
Something
it's
that
something
just
that
kinda bugs
like
you.
yeah, like
Bugs
bugs
you.
you. It's nothing. I mean, yeah, it's a pet peeve. Something that bugs you.
I don't like when it's hella hot.
But like some another person does. But yeah, that's pretty much it. My pet peeve is bad breath. I don't like people with bad breath. I know I have bad breath too, but I don't get close up on people's faces when I have bad breath. I can tell when I have bad breath, and I'm not getting near anybody with my bad breath.
You let yourself have bad breath?
Bruh, like in the morning, if I go to the gym and I don't have time to brush my teeth, I'm not speaking to anybody. I'm working
You
out.
don't have time to brush your teeth?
Bro, no, maybe I gotta go to work.
Like 30 seconds at least.
Nope.
I think everyone has done that at least once. Like, let's be real.
Come on now.
Like,
say the
life
bunch of, like-
happens when you are adult.
I've only not brushed my teeth when I actually forgot. 'Cause I
Oh,
was
well,
such a
sometimes I
hurry.
forget too, but sometimes I don't have time and I get the fuck out of there. Or I'll brush it really fast with my fingers and I don't have time to brush my tongue. And that's the. That's,
I mean, at least you're brushing your. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
At
you-
least you can do it for like. You can do it for like 5 seconds, but I gotta.
Bro doesn't have this. He lets this nail grow. So he's like,
floss. Nah, you gotta brush that tongue. That's where the bad breath starts.
You gotta
Also, you
brush
better-
your
I was
tongue.
gonna say people who didn't like wearing masks, they didn't brush their tongue. That's why, 'cause they had fucking stank dank breath.
Rankety dinky.
That stinky danky hot breath, hot Cheeto breath.
Oh, I don't know. I'm just asking. Have y'all heard of that new Buzz Lightyear movie?
That new Buzz Lightyear movie?
To infinity.
Did anybody watch that new Buzz Lightyear movie?
I
I
just watched
haven't.
it.
You
We-
watched it?
We just watched it.
You guys just
on
watched it?
Tuesday.
How was it?
It was cool.
It was cool. Anything special?
Uh,
Seeing Buzz Lightyear in a animated form like that, not 2D but 3D, right? Is that or third person? I don't fucking know. How was the new movie?
It was cool.
Did you get anything out of it?
What is he supposed to learn something from that movie?
Yes.
Well, a lot of people are tripping out over a kiss of two lesbian. What are
You
they?
know, I didn't notice that part in the movie. I don't remember seeing them kiss, but I do remember seeing that basically, I don't want to spoil the movie, but one of the other main characters in the movie was a female, and that female had a girlfriend, right? And Buzz Lightyear was very close to that female. And Buzz Lightyear, he was in his adventures in space, and he came back, and that lady had a kid with the other lady. She was just pregnant. And I remember watching the movie, and I was like, what the fuck is that? Like, how is Disney putting that out for kids to see? Kids who are curious and are probably going to ask their parents, like, hey, mom, hey, dad, how the fuck are these two girls having a kid together?
That's
They
exactly
had-
how they're gonna ask it.
Okay, but think about it this way. Why would they ask that if they don't even know how babies are made, period? Like,
Dude,
if
a
they
kid sees a mom, dad, kid. Like, they're not that
but
stupid.
but they don't know how their mom and their dad had a kid. They don't know how they were made.
But in a way,
so
they have.
it's kind of the same thing. You could easily say, like, let's just say a mom and a dad had a baby. You say, oh, we love each other and we kissed and whatever. Like, you could say the same thing about them. You don't have to go into details. It's the same thing.
I think once kids start figuring out what like lesbian relationships are, then they're gonna be like, all right, now this doesn't make sense. Like, how the fuck did they get pregnant?
But I don't even think you have to go that far, period. Like,
You don't think there was stuff like that in movies that we watched when we were kids? Like some like shit
Oh
like that?
yeah, there was always
But
sexual references.
You really think a kid's gonna watch that movie and he's only gonna remember? He's gonna think about that part.
Bruh,
Okay, but
Bruh,
let's
hey,
not.
hey, the Johnny Bravo cartoons.
Yeah, we're talking about kids. We're not talking
Okay,
about
okay.
adults.
Let's talk about like. Now let's talk about not necessarily 5 under. Let's talk about like 8, 9, 10 when they're starting.
They're still kids though, bro.
But they know that mom plus dad equals kid.
Do you think they're gonna be paying attention like that though? That's what I'm asking.
I think some kids are.
but I think
I
they
don't-
don't. They're like.
And if not, why are they putting it for adults? Like, okay, like, why do you have to put that in there? If it's not for kids, then why are they even putting it in there? You know?
Well, it's not that it's not for kids. It's that their intention is just to normalize that relationship and that family like dynamic, and that's it. They're not like I can understand it from a Disney perspective. Like
I
from a
think-
big, like corporation.
I think
like
it's
that.
not as
But,
deep as you guys think it is.
Yeah.
It's just a family. It's how people are now. People are
that's what
lesbians,
I'm
But
saying.
getting
it's not-
pregnant.
It's just it is normal for that one movie. It's just whatever, you know. But the thing is that like Disney is doing this for every single one of their fucking movies. They add for example, on their Marvel movies, they'll put not to sound fucking weird, but they'll put like the female as the most powerful character in the whole fucking. They'll ruin the whole entire series just to make the woman the most powerful. Hey, I'm not even lying, bro. Like they just want to like make it so
That's
whatever.
why though society has changed, bro.
It's not
Yeah.
society that's
Yes,
changing.
it
It's that
is.
they're trying to force it to change. They're
But
trying-
because it's already changed, that's why they're able to do that.
But they're not doing it for like the sake of like, oh, we
Because
really
they
care.
can.
I
Because
think-
society is that's acceptable in society now. That's why they're doing it.
Even though
You
when
think it's because it's acceptable in society, or they're
Yes.
doing it because they just want people to say like, oh, look at us, we support you guys, we're making movies like this, come watch us and give us your money.
Nah, I don't think it's that.
I don't think no one's going there to watch them kiss. Like, yes, I want to see that lesbian.
What is a gay couple benefiting from seeing a gay couple on Disney?
Yeah.
What are they benefiting from?
Then
that?
why are they putting on that?
Well, because it's relevant.
Like I said, because it's normalized now.
It's relevant in our time right now. As much as maybe you don't see it, it is more exposed now. It's more out there. It's available.
I think it was kind of the same thing when, like, I mean, I haven't seen a lot of older movies, but I'm sure even like hello sex scenes, like that was never a thing. Like even like relationships between a guy and a girl have been shown even more. Yeah. Like as like.
I remember in film class, I learned like I saw the first movie where like the first scene of a couple kissing, and it was like crazy back then. It was like fucking like everyone was tripping out about that. It was like the first time ever like a couple was kissing in a movie.
It was like controversial.
I guess
Yeah.
that's all true because I mean, like think about like back then, women wouldn't really like sexualize themselves. I don't know what the fuck you call it, but like Marilyn Monroe, you know, like
Yeah.
everyone's like, holy shit, she's showing on her bra, whatever, and now like it's hella common for there to be magazines. with
Exactly.
naked-
Yeah.
I guess that kind of makes
Now
sense.
you go to the fucking grocery store and there's like a half naked lady on the cover, and it's like no one cares.
Yeah, I guess that's
But
true.
imagine that 50 years ago, they would have been
guess-
like,
I guess my problem with this is that I feel like they're just doing it for the sake of like getting more viewers and money, you know?
Well,
They're-
if that is the reason, then I mean they gotta make money.
That is fucking true, but
They're
I just feel
business
like
at the end of the day.
I know
It is
it kind of sucks because that could be true, and that's kind of the same thing with like Pride Month. Like a bunch of
I think mine should
places
tell
like
businesses.
like T-Mobile
They
is
do
like
not give
Number
a
four is
fuck.
hell.
like
They're
it's
just
like
literally-
Pride Month, and it's like no, they're doing
Whose
it so you
mic is
can
that?
go fucking buy a phone from
Yeah,
them.
I think that's true. I don't think yeah, it's a fucking business at the end of the day. That they probably realistically there is gonna be employees that work there that care, but as a corporation, as a company, the CEOs and shit, you don't know if they're even for half the shit that's happening in their company.
So we're getting towards the end of the episode, so we're gonna go on to some real serious shit now. Today is not a very good day because Roe versus Wade was overturned, which means in a lot of states abortion will be banned. A lot of like healthcare workers who are performing this get jail time. If you get an abortion, you could get jail time or worse. It's just, what do you guys think about it?
What do
That's
I think on abortion? I don't understand why people care so much about somebody else's body. And the fact that they say, oh, they're pro-lifers, that they care about everybody's life, but there's fucking like a bunch of orphanages filled with kids.
That has
Everybody is getting killed in schools. Like,
That's
you
a-
care about life so much, care about the people that are already alive and, you know, living and shit. There's fucking kids that are starving and dying of fucking starvation.
Like
So-
just like how you care about these babies, like that was somebody's baby going to elementary school. That was like, and then that fucking school got shot up. Like that's their baby.
I'm saying put that same effort that they did in this pro-life abortion thing into fucking.
That's what I was telling.
I seen a comment
Ozzy today.
that said like if these people are all pro-life, they should also be like pro-kids, you know, once the kids get older. And
So that's what I was telling him. I was like, bruh, I feel like the government right now, they think they're doing the right thing. They're basically trying to say, in their mind, they feel like it's a good idea because on paper, statistically, it's showing that they're saving kids because they're not dying or whatever. They're not getting even though they're not even kids yet. They're like fucking shrimps. Basically, they're saying, "Oh, we're saving the babies or whatever," and it's like, but then what? Be like, the problem is not that the kids are being quote unquote murdered. It's that when the kid gets born, then they're put into a system that is broken. They get put into a fucking system where orphanages, where family homes, I don't have a statistical number, but I'm sure if I go online and I look up the statistical number of people who were raised in orphanages and the success rate they have in their life, it's probably not very good. Mentally, there's like, I was telling him, there's like mental problems that they go through, there's physical problems that they go through, there's traumas that they experience at these places. I'm like, and the fact that they think, oh, we're gonna save these kids, and if you don't want to raise the baby, don't worry, you don't have to worry about the problem anymore. We're gonna put them in a fucking house. It's like, that doesn't solve the problem. That's just making the problem in another place. And that's what we were kind of saying, like how it's just like, to me, it just doesn't make any sense, because it's like, there's so many different systems, like you guys were saying, in the U.S., like especially with healthcare, with our own police, with our judicial system, with our government. It's like things that need to be adjusted and fixed. Why are they so focused on this little fucking, like, this little issue, something that's been, I don't understand. What's the relevance of that right now after 50 years of, it was 50 years, right? Something like that? Roe versus Wade? 50 years of it being in place. Why does it matter so much now? To me, it just kind of seems like a diversion for something. Like, why is that the main focus of everything? Like, so it's just weird.
You know, there's always two sides to the coin, and I would really love to hear, like, in full detail, like, why someone who's really pro-life, like, what's really...
Because they're Christian, bro. Because they're whatever religion they are, and they think that every baby has a soul, and that even if they come from a man who took advantage of a child and gave birth to a baby, that's a baby that could cure cancer. That's a baby that could end world hunger. You never know.
Like, damn, you do it then.
And to me, it's just like, that's fine. Are you gonna raise the baby? Are you gonna be the loving parent that's gonna give that kid everything that they need and more? No, you're not. What you're gonna do is say, that baby deserves to live, and they're just gonna end up going in a fucking home.
I think another thing that, you know, like, even as a woman, like, I'm learning shit every day too, like, about, like, my own body and, like, unfortunate things that happen to other women. Like, abortion isn't just like, you know, I got pregnant and now, like, it's like cures for things that could possibly kill the mom and the baby. Like, I don't remember the exact terms for it, but it's like even like shit that goes on in the uterus as you're pregnant. Like, I think it's like a septic uterus or something like that. Like, things like that. Like, the cure is abortion. It's not that you don't want the baby. It's now something is going on in your body and you need to, like, release it in order to save your own life. So it's like there's so many other things. And honestly, unfortunately, like, the R word and, like, incest, like, those are all very real things that happen, but that really doesn't fucking matter. Like, that's a possibility, but I don't think that should, like, so the only reason a woman should have the right to an abortion is if somebody violates their body.
No.
But that's the thing.
Like, the fact that, like, they don't want to do morning sickness. They don't want to have cravings and all that shit. They don't. If somebody doesn't want to fucking gain weight, then shit, have an abortion. You know what I mean? Like, they're like, pregnancy in itself is so fucking, like, it's so fucking hard. It changes your body. It changes your mindset. Like, so what? A woman just doesn't want to go through that, and that is the most valid reason.
Well, I think...
Yeah, a woman can do whatever she wants, but if she doesn't want to have a baby because she doesn't want to get fat, that's some other shit. I'm thinking, though, like, don't you think, like, after, like, because I'm still, like, a woman can do whatever she wants with her own body, but at the same time, I'm still trying to figure out, like, why they would actually make that a law. Like, why do they think that's okay? And that's the first thing that comes into my mind.
It's not because they don't want to gain weight. I'm saying that pregnancy is such, like, an intense and even sometimes traumatizing experience. So even if you are going to go through that pregnancy and then eventually give your baby up for adoption, like, you don't want to go through that pregnancy, period. You don't want to go through all the things that come along with pregnancy, aka just everything that comes along with it. The list can literally go on.
Talking about
to
this,
go
you
to
know
a
what
different place.
sucks too when I thought about it? It's it's always like the rich ass people be telling us that shit. Like the people who have access,
raise the kid.
people who have access to medical, people who have access to all the finances, access to all of these
What do the
stuff.
rich people say?
Huh?
What do they say?
They be like, yeah, pro-life, keep the baby, keep the baby. But
That's
bro, like you
interesting.
gotta understand, this only work for you. All these middle class or lower class men, they can't afford that. They never could, because once they have the baby, they have to take care of it. But some people, they don't have the access. Now they gotta work hella hard.
And not
For example,
even-
they have to quit school
And not even
quit
take
whatever
care
they're
of the
doing.
baby.
Yeah.
Not even take care of the
It's
baby.
hella baby.
Fucking
It's
have a
hella-
baby in a hospital.
Like,
That alone is like thousands of
yeah,
dollars.
if you don't have insurance,
to have a quote unquote
no insurance,
safe
that's
labor.
about 35,000. No insurance, bro.
So then you get into the healthcare thing too. Like it's so much shit that's messed
Dude,
up.
the ride from your house to the hospital itself costs between 1,000 to 5,000.
In an ambulance.
Like 1,500. Yeah, like bro,
Hell no.
come on, it's a ride, bruh.
Yeah, that's true. I feel
It's
like,
crazy.
I feel like maybe
Universal healthcare.
maybe they shouldn't. The government shouldn't be. It's just so interesting because realistically, this is why I said the government's kind of shit.
It
Because
is.
it's like, at the end of the day, then there's state governments. So the federal government kind of doesn't really even mean shit. It's just like they just make the announcements and they get people riled up, and then certain states can vote for blah blah blah, and it's like the states that actually will make certain decisions, they'll vote for whatever they believe in as a majority state.
But it's like for me, like, drink every time I say this, but again, as a woman, like, you literally, like, your heart goes out to people who are scared, who are like, that could happen to me in like a split second. There's nothing stopping me from having that happen to me. I'm not just getting riled up because, you know, let's just say it's happening in California. No, it's the fact that it's happening, period, is just fucking stupid. It's frustrating. It doesn't matter where it's happening. It could be happening in fucking Colorado, and that's it. It's still frustrating. It still makes no sense.
What if it was happening in Africa?
Then that's fucking frustrating too. There's literally a map of like all the places that it's banned and like the different severities of like the restrictions. That's fucking frustrating.
All right, guys. Thank you for listening and watching us. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Listen to us on Spotify. Follow our TikTok accounts.
Before
Saudi
you guys
Baba
leave,
plugs.
please comment. Please, anything,
Juan really wants
Begging you.
comments.
please.